I haven't really addressed this specifically, and I probably should, so the information might help someone. But what happened last night with my mother, and it happened in the period of a 20-minute period. She was fine and having a good afternoon, and I left and went upstairs to my office to make a phone call. And when I got done and went down, she was very much in distress, and they told me that I needed to call hospice for help. She had a little bit of an upset stomach, a little bit of diarrhea, and then suddenly her O2 was down into the 80s. The blood pressure was really low. She was very pale. She was shaking. She was kind of in and out of either sleep or consciousness. Just very rapidly, a super quick change. Again, in the period of a time that I went upstairs to make a 20-minute business call, she was very much in distress. And so in talking to the hospice nurse today, by the time they came to check her out last night, she was beginning to feel better and more herself by the time they got there, which was confusing because here we called for help. She was very much in distress. And then she was kind of almost fine by the time they got there. So in talking to the hospice nurse who visited today, we learned it's something that potentially was something called vasovagal, which is kind of a nerve getting pinched, which can happen from trying to go to the bathroom, constipation, or maybe she was trying to not go to the bathroom, or a variety of other things can trigger it. But it kind of triggers a lot of those symptoms, and it comes and goes quickly. And the biggest risk with that is someone kind of faints, passes out, falls, that sort of thing. So we're kind of learning that may happen more now, and to just make sure that she's safe and comfortable, and kind of give it a little bit of time to see if those symptoms subside. This is probably the second time we've kind of had something similar like that. So again, we're learning a lot on this journey, and that was kind of informative to know and understand. And to, when you're on hospice, don't get immediately so excited about a drop in stats, but it definitely is good to pay attention to a sudden change like that. And then just monitor and make sure, and check on her, make sure that she's safe, and see if it kind of passes. So that was kind of what happened last night, but it's very scary, and this is new territory for us. So this is a couple times now that I kind of thought we were right at the end, and that messes with you emotionally, where you feel like you're at the end. And then again, today was a great day. She was kind of more herself. So obviously every day there's decline every day, and that's something we just kind of need to accept. But today was a good day. So we're just learning in this stage. We're going to have good days and bad days, and good periods and bad periods. And used to be, we just, the hardest thing we had to deal with was the sundowners and I want to go home and her being sad. Now we're dealing with her stats, one day being here and the next, part of the day being here and then back up. So it's just something we're going to have to learn to cope with at this stage. Hope that helps somebody.